to my troubles. You're the only living of my faith. The anchor of my life. I'm gonna trust you, my Redeemer, my desire. Praise Jesus, you're familiar with my weakness. And I fix my hope upon you, Jesus.
You're on camera.
You'll be all around.
Be quiet, okay?
My faith. I will trust
Hello everybody, welcome to Success with Bob Mwiti channel. This is Success with Bob Mwiti live. You can see a few people are joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Hello everybody, this is Success with Bob Mwiti live. I can see a few people are joining. Thank you so much. We'll give a few more minutes for more people to join and then we can start the show today. This is Success with Bob Mwiti live. I can see Jay, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? No. Go to mommy. Thank you. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And this is Success with Bob Mwiti live. Today we are going to talk about how you can solve people's problems, all right, so that you can be on your way to financial freedom, all right. Okay, today we're gonna talk about how you can solve people's problems, all right, so that you can be on your way to financial freedom, all right. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This is Success with Bob Mwiti live. All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and this is Success with Bob Mwiti live. My name is Bob Mwiti for those who are following me for the first time. And I came to the US as a master's student, and I came here about 10 years ago. All right, I faced a lot of challenges. It took me about 8 years to finally come here as a student. Okay, and the reason why I normally have this show is to give you that information that can really add value to your lives. All right, I get a lot of people ask me all kinds of questions, and I try to answer some of those questions in my show today. All right, now for those who are wondering where I live in Tampa, Florida, here in the United States of America. All right, it's a beautiful Saturday here. It's really nice outside. Okay, and today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk a little bit more on how you can actually solve people's problems for you to have that financial freedom. All right, for those who don't know me a lot, I'm the founder and managing director of Upstack America. Upstack America is an IT consulting company based here in Tampa, Florida. All right, we specialize on helping out, mostly immigrants to get into the tech industry, okay, to find tech careers. All right. We also help out those who are back in Africa to migrate here, those who want to come and study here, especially those who want to get into STEM careers, specifically technology or IT. All right. I came to the US as a master's student. I came here to do my MBA in professional accountancy. All right, I struggled for a while before I finally got into the tech industry, and I was trained as an Oracle financials consultant where I used to implement Oracle Financial Systems for clients from the front end without necessarily doing any programming work. All right, I worked for some years until finally I quit and I started this organization where I try to help my own people. All right, now I get a lot of people asking me, like, hey Bob, how do I get that financial freedom? How do I make more money? All right, how do I make more money? And it's so many people who have asked me that kind of a question. Okay, so many people. And for me, what I normally say is this. All right, if you want to move to the next level, all right, okay guys, and I always like inspiring people and telling them that it's possible, because I've been there. I've been one of the people who used to struggle a lot. Okay, after I graduated from college with nothing, working minimum wage, and finally I managed to get into the corporate America where I was making a 6-figure salary. All right, now a lot of people ask, like, how can we be able to do that? Because a lot of our people, we struggle so much. We are one of the highly educated groups, immigrant groups here in the US, all right, and yet we don't make good money. All right, if we compare ourselves to, like, for example, Indians, we don't make any money, because Indians make about 100,000. That's their median household income, $100,000 a year. That's a lot of money. They make way much more than your typical American. Okay, the median household income of typical Americans is about 60,000. Okay, as Africans, you are not even close to that. Okay, the African country that is at par with American median household income is Nigerians. Okay, their median household income is just about that. All right, and there is something that I see with Nigerians and Indians that I don't actually see with a lot of other people. Okay, other people, like mostly from Africa. Okay, these guys, they are always like they are go-getters. Okay, they are always they want to make it. I always see this, because even for example, even in my programs, okay, my programs, the people that actually mostly reach out to us, I'm Kenyan, so I get attracted to a lot of Kenyans. Okay, so Kenyans reach out to me, and that's normal, right? But other than Kenyans, the other people that actually get into our programs, it's Nigerians. Okay, they come second. Nigerians. All right, and they're doing very, very well in this country. They are the top. Okay, median household income of Nigerians is better than everybody else among Africans here in the US. Okay, those guys, they are always on the move. They want to make good money. All right, but other Africans, a lot of other African countries, not much. Okay, so and when you look at Indians also, they are very, they want to make it. When they come here, they are always, reaching out to each other. They are very close to each other. They are always helping each other. Whereas most of our people, we don't. Okay, and that's why actually they are successful as well, and they get into those careers that pay really, really well. Okay. So that's really one thing that I've observed. Okay, most other countries not so. Nigerians yes. Okay. Anyways, now how do you actually solve people's problems? Okay, what you actually need to do is you have to identify a problem. All right, you have to identify a problem. For example, okay, and I'm not talking about even being an entrepreneur here. We're gonna talk about that later on. Okay, I'm talking about you don't even want to start a business. Okay, you just want to get somewhere in a career that pays you really well. Okay, so what do you really need to do? If you are smart, someone who is smart, okay, and most of us here in America, actually, we come here to study. All right, okay, one of the highly educated groups of immigrants here in the US. Okay, so you have to identify that problem. All right, so which careers do they need people, especially here in the US? Okay, which careers do they need people? Okay, and now once you identify that problem, then you work towards fixing that problem. Okay, and how do you do that? Either you train on skills, okay, that can fill up that gap or that problem that is there, that is existing. All right, we are not talking about even entrepreneurship here. We are talking about career goals. Okay, going out there and working for someone else in corporate America. All right, identify where the problem is. Okay, then work towards fixing that gap or problem. Okay, for example, I'll give you an example with IT. I'm in technology. I'm very biased about talking technology because, this is the industry that I've been, and I can see clearly how many opportunities are there in the tech industry. Okay, so there's always a demand. There has always been a demand of people with tech skills. All right, so what you really need to identify is a certain, niche, okay, where you want to fit in. Okay, then work towards, getting the skills that are needed for you to be able to go out there and actually do the job. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Look at this. Those people, for example, if you are working out there as a systems analyst in the tech industry, you can command up to, for example, $100 an hour when you have, the experience. Okay, but look at it the other way. Someone who is working at McDonald's, okay, some McDonald's jobs, okay, like where I used to work as a Wendy's, okay, no disrespect to anyone who is working at McDonald's, Wendy's, or these fast foods. I used to work there, all right. I've talked about these guys. I used to work there. So look at someone who works at McDonald's. How much do they get paid? How much do they get paid? Minimum wage, about $7 an hour. Okay, someone who is working as a systems analyst, that person is getting paid about $60 an hour, $50 an hour, $70 an hour, about even $100, depending on the amount of experience that you have, right? So that person who is working at McDonald's and making $6 an hour is getting paid that kind of money because he's not really solving any problems. These are problems those are not really an issue because there's so many people who can actually be able to do that kind of a job. And that's why someone who is working that kind of a job doesn't get paid well. Okay, but someone who is working as a systems analyst, fixing some system somewhere, okay, implementing some software for a company, this is something that a lot of people can't do. All right, this is something that a lot of people can't do, and that's why this person would get paid about $50 an hour, $40, $50, $60, $70, depending on the amount of skills that you have. All right, okay. So if you go to those, if you go and start working those kind of jobs where actually, they are able to get many people who can do that kind of a job, then you won't get paid good money. Okay, and this is what I see a lot of our people doing. This is what I used to do because I used to do that because I didn't have other options. But a lot of people, they come here and they keep on continue doing those kind of jobs, and yet they have the brains, they have the skills. They are not ready to identify those skills, okay, where people, where there's a shortage, where there's a problem. Okay, and that's where you can actually be able to make money. All right, so it's very, very important that you identify the problem and work towards fixing that issue. That's how you can be on your way to financial freedom. I'm telling you guys, because I see this a lot. I'll give you an example. Like in our website, we have like sample classes of our training programs. Okay. We have sample classes of robotics process automation. We've posted there sample classes of our Oracle EBS training. Also on my website, I have similar sample classes. And guess what? Mostly, I get a lot of people coming. I don't have a lot of subscribers on my YouTube. I think I have about 400 people who subscribe to my YouTube channel. And most of them, of course, they're Africans. Since I'm an African, right? I get attracted to Africans, mostly Kenyans also, right? But what I've observed, okay, because there I post, like for example, this video, I will download it and also post it on my YouTube channel, all right? And I also, at the same time also, I've posted I have a lot of other videos there too, where videos about our classes, some of the training classes that we have. Okay, I post them a lot. I have probably over 100 of those videos. And guess what? Most of the time, I get people commenting, Indians, listen and listen carefully, Indians commenting on some of my robotics process automation Oracle videos, saying that, hey, you know what? Oh, I've been watching your videos. I like them so much. But do you have do you have this class? Like, for example, this topic, because I normally name them by topics. Like, for example, if it's a module, like, for example, General Ledger, I will post General Ledger lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, and post them, right? And then someone will comment and say, do you have lesson 15, 16, because it's missing on your videos? That shows they've been watching lesson 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. Okay, and now they want more. And most of these people, Indians, okay, Indians, I've never seen, there's no African person who has watched those videos and they tell me, hey Bob, you know what? Because I can tell best by the names, right? Hey Bob, where are the other videos? I've been watching all these videos, but I can't find the other ones, right? I've never seen that. Always Indians are the ones who watch those videos and then ask questions about the other missing videos. Of course, I can't post everything on YouTube because these programs, we sell the programs. I can't post everything, but I post a lot so that actually people can know exactly what we do, and so that people also can learn, so that people can know these technologies exist. But our people, no one, they won't even watch. Guys, we struggle so much, and yet we are not solving issues. We are not identifying those problems, and then work towards that. And that's why we keep on struggling all the time. Okay? Most of our people, they comment on my videos, the other ones, where, maybe a video like this one, where I'm talking about things that can inspire you, empower you. But that's not enough. That's not enough. You have to do the job. You have to walk. You have to work. You have to do it. If you watch me, and just watch me, and I talk, I inspire you, I tell you, hey, you know what, you can be able to do this, I've been able to do that. But even if you watch me a million times, there's nothing that will happen to you. You'll keep on saying, oh, you know what, yes, you inspire me, you empower me, but then what? Then what? I can't help you. I'm not the one who can actually go out there and actually do what you need to do. I tell you what you can do, how you can help yourself, but even if you keep on watching this video, even if you go on YouTube and keep on watching other people who inspires you, and then you don't do anything about it, you're gonna remain poor, or you're gonna remain with problems. You won't be able to resolve those problems if you actually don't do the job. And that's the problem with our people. Okay, that's the problem with our people. Okay, we don't try to solve issues. We don't try to solve issues. And that's why I even see a lot I'm a very religious person. Actually, I'm a Christian, right? And I see, don't get me wrong, I see a lot of, like, when I go through my news feed on Facebook, it's all these pastors, people preaching, like, I'm like, what's going on? I mean, there's nothing wrong with preaching, but sometimes also we are so much into all these, miracles and God help and blah, 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 but yet we don't do anything about it. We don't solve people's problems. We don't, and we don't work towards that. We keep on like, we want to listen to, motivational, speakers, priests talking about all these things. Oh, you can do that. That's why we keep on having all these problems. You'll see this. And now this is something that you probably maybe should go and do your own research and check, because I've done this myself. Okay, we as Africans, we are the most religious continent in the world, and yet we are poor. We are the most religious continent in the world. And I'm talking this as someone who is a Christian, someone who loves God, all right, and someone who believes in God. All right, we are the most religious continent in the world, and yet we are poor. Okay, we have like churches everywhere. When I go to Kenya, like churches everywhere. You go to like, everywhere there's churches, and yet we have problems. Okay, if you come here in the US, okay, the poorest state is the state of Mississippi. That's the poorest state. And guess what? They are the most religious state. It's the poorest state. Guys, listen. Okay, listen. Listen, I've told you, I'm a Christian. I love God. I believe in God. But some of these things, you guys have to understand these things. God can't solve your problems if you don't actually go and do the work. If you don't identify those problems that people have and then try to work towards that and fix that, that's how you can become financially stable. That's how you can become financially stable. Just being religious, watching the pastors, all priests and all that, and watching motivational speakers talk to you and all that, and you're not doing anything, it will never help you. It will never help you. I'm telling you, here in Mississippi, it's the poorest state in the US, and it's the most religious state. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. Okay? The more poor people are, the more they believe in religion, the more they believe in that, and then they now stop working. Okay? Okay, believing in God, it's good. But, I've said this again and again and again, you have to work. There's no miracles that's gonna happen. You have to work. Okay? I've given you an example. People come to my YouTube channel. Indians, they are watching my videos where I teach tech skills. I teach skills that can help you. Okay? And they comment, they ask, hey Bob, can I get, where are the other videos? And that shows they've been watching, because I put videos and then I miss maybe one or two. Okay? Because I can't put everything there. They ask about the missing videos. Indians, no Africans does that. I get a lot of comments from Africans from the video like this. Hey Bob, you inspired me so much. Of course I want to inspire you, yes, but come on, just me watching me and that won't help you. Watching me and not doing anything won't help you guys. I'm telling you, and watching someone else out there on the internet. Okay, you have to identify the problems and fix that. You can't, you can't go on the internet and keep on consuming information. Just keep on consuming and yet you don't do anything about it. And that's our problem. That's our problem. Okay, if you sit there and think things gonna work out. Oh, God loves me. Oh, you know what? I think, something will happen. How now? How? 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 We have to think. We have to be innovative. Innovative, guys. Not just waiting for, for other people to come up with something and then we consume that. We'll never go far. That's why we are behind. Seriously. That's the reason. That's why we are behind. Even for example, and not just careers actually, even for someone who wants to start a business, entrepreneurs. That's the only way that you can actually be successful. Okay, if you identify people's problems and try to solve those problems for people. You have to understand this. If you don't identify any problem for people, you won't succeed. And provide value to people. Real, felt value to people. That's where you will succeed. I've done other businesses and I've failed before. But until I identified people's problems, okay, that's when I started to see success following me. That's the same thing that you have to do if you're out there and you want to be an entrepreneur. Identify people's problem, okay, and fix it. There's a lot of problems out there for humanity, a lot of them. For example, here at Upstack America, we have a program called the Kenya Airlift Program. That program is resolving people's problems. Because I came here as a student. I know the challenges that we face as immigrants, as students when you come here in the US. Challenges to do with immigration papers. Challenges to do with finding good jobs. Challenges of even finding funding for our studies here in the US. Okay, there's a lot of brilliant people back home who would love to get that opportunity to come and study here in the US, but they don't know how. They don't have a way. And that's actually why we came out with that program to help anybody, whether you are rich, whether you are poor, as long as you're brilliant, as long as you're smart, you can be able to come to America and study here. If you're brilliant and you are interested in studying a STEM degree, to get into the tech industry and stay here and work here legally and make good money, that's what that program tries to solve, that problem. Because I came here as a student. I know the challenges that I faced. Challenges to do with immigration papers, challenges to do with jobs, good jobs, okay? And also, even before getting here, I wasted 8 good years trying to figure out how to crack a visa interview. All right? Those are the problems that you are trying to solve through that program. That's why you need to identify the problem and solve it. Okay, watching inspiration videos, going on YouTube and watching, listening to pastors and all that, that won't help you. I'm telling you, because this is what I see. This is what I see. I've told you. We are the most religious continent in the world, Africa, and yet we are poor. Why? Why? Mississippi, it's the poorest state, and yet it's the most religious state here in America. Why? Why can't God help them since they are so religious? Right? Why? Because, you have to walk. You have to walk. I believe in God. I've said this a million times. I believe in God, but I walk, man. You have to. Nothing will come just like that. You watching and being motivated and commenting, hey, I'm empowered, I'm motivated and all, that won't help you. You have to go and actually do what you need to do. What you need to do. And this is what these Indians do. They come to this country, they identify the problems where they are, and they work towards that. They get all these good skills. And that's how they start making good money. That's how they start making good money. That's how they start making good money. Here in Tampa, if you go to the best neighborhoods here in Tampa, okay, which immigrants do you think we'll find there? Which ones do you think we'll find there? Indians. You won't find our own people. You won't find Africans, immigrants, in those nice neighborhoods. We have some really nice neighborhoods here in Tampa. Nice to the close, right next to the ocean. Right? You won't find most of us. Not many, very few if any. But you'll find a lot of Indians there. Those $1 million houses, they live there. Why? Why are they doing so well? And yet they are immigrants like us. Why? Right? They have problems even coming here just like us. Just like that. Just exactly like us. They face exact same problems that we have as Africans. And yet when they come here, they are successful. And not just here in the US. I posted a video the other day. Someone talking about Indians in Australia. How they are doing so well. There, go to my page and scroll down if you haven't watched that video. He was talking about, and this is something that I've talked a million times. And that's why I'm telling you guys, it shows. It shows. I've told you in my videos on YouTube, those that comment on those videos that are put there for the Oracle training and robotics, they are Indians asking more about those videos. Why am I now posting more videos? They are the ones who ask. You won't find an African asking, because I look at those names. I look at them. I can clearly tell these are Indians who are watching. They are interested in knowing more about what we train. Those tech skills, they're interested in that. Okay, but where will I find Africans commenting on my videos? Hey Bob, you inspired me so much, I keep watching your videos, but they're not watching, because what is boring? The boring part, right? Where, I'm teaching, those robotics being stuff, Oracle stuff. They're not interested. They're not interested. interested in those things. Come on, guys. See, if it was so easy to make money, everybody would be rich. Seriously. Okay, everybody would be rich if it was that easy to make money. Okay, it would be people, everybody out there. And that's why I always say, even anyone who comes to my program, I get people who come to my program, they're not willing to work hard. They drop the classes. They drop. And I tell them, hey, you come to my program, even if you're paying $3,000, you have to work. You have to work. You really have to. Nothing comes easy. You have to work. Because how do you expect to go out there and implement a project for Oracle and yet you don't know anything? Just because you paid $3,000 to get into the program and expect, oh, I'm getting into the program, Bob will teach me and Bob will get me a job. I don't give jobs. I don't. It's up to you to work and work hard. Not just showing up in class and sitting there and thinking, hey, you know what? Just because I'm attending the classes or just because I've paid for the program, I'm going to be successful. That's why a lot of people don't even know about all these things. That's why not many people are systems analysts. That's why not many people are robotics process automation analysts. Not many out there. And that's why there's a need for these people with these kind of skills. That's why you get paid well. Because you have the skills that a lot of people don't have. Not many people can sit down and spend so much time and try to put in a lot of effort to get that kind of a skill. Not many. If you want to make money, guys, if you want to make money, if you want to have that financial freedom, you have to work for it. You have to do something other people are not doing. Don't go with whatever everybody else is doing. Hey, when you come in the US, they are telling you how to do this. This is the only way that you can be able to make money. It's not. It's not. It's not. In fact, actually, the more you hear people talking about something, okay, that's not good. That's not something that you even need to think of. Seriously. And I'm talking about brilliant people, because you have a lot of people come to this country. Brilliant minds. We are smart. Many Africans, seriously, we are one of the highly educated group of immigrants here in America. We are more educated than the Americans. Believe me. More educated than the Americans. Because most of us, we come here as students. We come here as students. But what we get paid, what we make, doesn't match our brains. It doesn't. It doesn't. We need to identify those skills, guys, those skills where there is a need, and work towards that. Okay, not always, following what everybody else is telling us. Say, you know what, this. And then you end up working so many hours, double shifts, triple shifts. Yet, you can actually get a very good skill, and work Monday through Friday, 9 to 6 p.m., 40 hours. You have all the time with your family and everything. You don't have to work night shift. You don't have to work like double shifts and all that. Right? That's what you need. That's what you need. But just consuming, all the information out there on the internet, inspirational videos, speakers, people preaching at you and all that, and just sitting there doing nothing about it, you never go anywhere. You never go anywhere, guys. All right. So, if you want financial freedom, you have to work for it, guys. You really have to work for it. Identify the problem, then work towards fixing that problem. Whether it's in your career or whether you want to start a business. All right, you have to fix people's humanity. People have a lot of problems. Identify those problems. Let's be innovative. The more we are innovative, the more we become successful financially. All right, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.